Consuming some raw foods can have no negative effects. Foods like carrots and cucumber can be eaten raw, dependently or in salads and smoothies. However, there are foods you should never eat raw. Eating them may lead to serious digestive issues and expose you to bacteria. So let's discuss the food you should never eat raw. Number 1. Potatoes. Raw potatoes contain solanine, a natural toxin that can be harmful when consumed in large amounts. It can lead to gastrointestinal problems such as vomiting, diarrhea, and abdominal pain. Cooking potatoes at high temperatures breaks down solanine, making them safe to eat. Number 2. Oysters. Raw oysters are a high risk of foodborne illness and can be dangerous for those with compromised immune systems. Anyone at risk for immunosuppression, pregnant women, and young children should not eat raw oysters under any circumstances. Number 3. Milk. Raw milk has not been sterilized, which means there is a chance it contains E. coli or Salmonella, typically from the cow's udders. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, from 1993 through 2012, there were 1,909 illnesses and 144 hospitalizations linked to raw milk consumption. So before you buy any milk from the store, make sure you read the label properly to know what you are buying. Number 4. Flour. Uncooked flour in the dough or batter would contain E. coli, which, if not baked under high temperatures, may lead to nausea, vomiting, or diarrhea. Raw flour also contains a high amount of compounds called phytate or phytic acid. Phytate binds to some minerals such as iron, zinc, and calcium, preventing them from being absorbed. Number 5. Red kidney beans. Consumption of red kidney beans can make you sick because they contain phytohemagglutinin, which is a toxic plant protein. Consuming this substance can lead to nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, or a combination of these three, otherwise known as stomach flu. Number 6. Eggplants. Eggplants are used to treat a variety of illnesses. Although in Europe, during the Renaissance, the eggplant was referred to as the mad apple, as it was thought to cause insanity. This may have been attributed to the fact that they contain solanine, as do all nightshades. The average eggplant has about 11 mg of solanine. Eggplants should be roasted or slightly sauteed with olive oil to make them safe for consumption. Number 7. Hot dogs. Although they are pre-cooked, they can still harbor listeria, which can only be killed by heat. For your best interest, cook them thoroughly to avoid any possibility of food poisoning. Number 8. Chicken, beef, and pork. Raw chicken contains Campylobacter and Salmonella. These bacteria typically contaminate fresh poultry during slaughtering. If present, they will stay present until they are cooked, as the heating process generally kills the bacteria. Meats should be cooked to a safe minimum internal temperature. For ground beef, that is 160 degrees Fahrenheit. For beef or lamb, steaks, roasts or chops, that is 145 degrees Fahrenheit, and then allowing it to rest for 3 minutes. And for pork, that is 145 degrees Fahrenheit, and then allowing it to rest for 3 minutes. Turkey and chicken should reach an internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Any temperature below these are 100% unsafe. Number 9. Lima beans. Lima beans contain cyanogenic glycosides, or natural plant toxins, which are meant to protect the plants by releasing a deadly chemical when chewed raw. As a result, when eaten in large quantities, lima beans can be deadly. Number 10. Wild mushrooms. Wild mushrooms contain a chemical called chitin, which is very difficult for the body to digest. Chitin is broken down in the cooking process, enabling digestion and nutrient absorption. Number 11. Green beans. When uncooked, green beans contain high amounts of lectin, a protein that binds into sugar. Lectin can cause digestive issues. However, blanching green beans can make them safer to consume by lowering the level of lectin. Number 12. Eggs. There could be a potential contamination of salmonella, which can be killed by heat. If a recipe calls for raw egg, use pasteurized eggs or egg products. In order to ensure any existing bacteria is killed, the egg needs to be cooked to a safe temperature, which is 145 degrees Fahrenheit. If eggs are mixed with other ingredients, they should be cooked to 160 degrees Fahrenheit. Number 13. Sprouts. If bacteria seeps into the seedlings early in their growth, bacteria can be almost impossible to clean out of sprouts. According to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, bacteria can seep into the seeds of sprouts before they grow to fruition. If this occurs, the bacteria can be very difficult to wash out and can cause illness if eaten. Cooking sprouts not only destroy bacteria, but releases a cancer-fighting compound, which may help inhibit the growth of tumors, according to Harvard University School of Public Health. Number 14. Cassava. People should never eat raw cassava because it contains naturally occurring forms of cyanide, which are toxic when ingested. Acute cyanide poisoning could lead to abdominal pain, coma, confusion, dizziness, headache, shortness of breath, seizures, sleepiness, vomiting, and weakness. Soaking and cooking cassava makes this compound harmless. Number 15. Elderberries. While the berries have a reputation for fighting off colds and flu, and even calming acne and irritated skin, their raw form can be very poisonous. It is best to thoroughly boil them before consumption. Number 16. Bitter almonds. Eating bitter almonds have a mix of chemicals that are hazardous to the health. These two chemicals, like hydrogen cyanide and hydrocyanic acid, together can turn fatal. Even a handful of bitter almonds can be scary for health. The almonds are fine once they are cooked or roasted, but they are not safe to eat raw. If you are getting value from this video, kindly like, comment and subscribe, and share with others to educate them. Number 17. Honey. Honey should go through similar processes as milk to make sure it is safe to eat. Honey is pasteurized because in its raw form, it can contain spores of a toxin called Clostridium botulinum, which can also do harm to pregnant women and children under the age of 1. Number 18. Asparagus, broccoli, cauliflower and kale. Although they do not contain toxins, but eating these vegetables raw could lead to indigestion and bloating. Research from the Institute of Food Technologists has found that cooking green asparagus increases its antioxidant content as compared to consuming the raw stalks. Number 19. Spinach. Raw or cooked, spinach boasts a ton of nutrients, but when steamed, you may be able to both digest it better and absorb its iron and calcium more easily. The oxalic acid in spinach, which usually prohibits the absorption of iron and calcium, diminishes with heat, so cooking it ultimately helps the body boost its nutrient level. Number 20. Rice. According to a study in the International Journal of Food Microbiology, uncooked rice can contain a disease-causing bacteria. It's usually not present in cooked rice, but can begin to form if rice is left out or not refrigerated properly after cooking. So it is important to be safe when prepping it. While these foods are healthy and nutritious, you should ensure they are prepared properly If you are eating out, ensure you are eating safe food because they may not have been cooked at the right temperatures. This food should be cooked thoroughly because cooking not only neutralizes the toxins and bacteria they contain, but also enhances the flavor and makes them easy to digest. For the ones you can eat raw, like carrots and cucumber, ensure that you wash them thoroughly with vegetable and fruit disinfectants to remove the residue of pesticides and other chemicals that may be present on the surface. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Subscribe and turn on your notification bell to get more interesting and educating videos like this. Stay safe, stay healthy.